Hello guys, welcome back to Big Brother US Season 26 and we're on episode 37, whatever the episode before the finale is. The finale is on Sunday, which for me, recording this, is tomorrow, but for you watching this is going to be the day it's uploaded, so that's going to be a bit confusing. But anyway, hope you guys are really enjoying the content so far. Make sure to like, comment and subscribe. We've not got a great deal to talk about in this episode, but I felt it was important to talk about it before we get into all of the finale shenanigans. And I have to say, this top four, it's a little bit predictable, but still, there might be some twists and turns in the finale. You never know. Hopefully there will be. I don't think there will be though. Funnily enough, I feel like it's going to be quite predictable. I can't lie. So, if you guys are enjoying, let's get into the video. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that YouTube stuff. Let's go. So, we have the issue of Mackenzie winning veto. Now, why is this an issue? Because I want her to lose so badly. Like, she's just played this game so incredibly poorly when it comes to gameplay, but she's so good at the challenges that she just skates through. Like, she'll be put up for nomination. Oh, I'm gonna win a veto. Oh, I'm gonna win the AI arena. Oh, I'm just gonna win head of household. Whoop-de-doo. And it is just a little bit frustrating. It's just a little bit frustrating because I sit here and I think you got rid of the two people who had your back 100%. And the issue is, if you don't win that final head of household, I don't think you'll go into the final two. Maybe you will. Maybe Chelsea will take you just so she can win 7-0. But I don't know. I really don't know. And now that Mackenzie has the veto, I'm even more nervous because I'm just sitting here and I'm like, I don't want Rubina to go home purely because, not because I like Rubina, obviously I do like Rubina, but that's not the driving force. The driving force is, let's mix it up a little bit. Let's make it more interesting. Why have we been following a predictable route ever since Leah went home? Leah was the last non-predictable person to go home because we knew it was going to be Angela next, we knew it was going to be Chemo, and then we knew it was going to be Rubina. So I just feel like we should have had a little bit more respect for Angela and maybe kept her around a little bit more. Obviously they weren't going to do that because Angela was a massive threat to Chelsea's game, but it is what it is. Tough is what it is. Tough. So obviously we have the whole ordeal of who does Mackenzie get rid of, because Chelsea has no say in this. When you get to the final four, it really is down to the person that wins the veto to decide who goes home at the end of the day. Chelsea can only put two people up, but if any of the other three people win the veto, they have the power to take themselves down, put somebody else up, and that becomes a problem. And Chelsea very much did not want to win the veto, so wanted somebody else to do her dirty work for her, which is her entire ethos and gameplay this entire time, is let other people do her dirty work, which I think is brilliant. The only people that she's taken out on her head of households has been, who did she take out week 2? She took out Lisa, she took out Quinn, which was a house target anyway, and she took out Rubina this week. But, like, even then, she didn't even do that. Oh, and then Angela. She also took out Angela, who was another house target. And Rubina went home this week. We'll talk about more of that in a minute. But she didn't even have a say in that. That was Mackenzie. So she's made everybody else do her dirty work for her. Oh, I can't wait for Earth Animals, like, video on how she won this game. Because it is just going to be him going, wow, like, she actually just did a good job from, like, week 3. Wow, she did a great job from, like, week 5. Wow, she did a great job from week 7. Like, it's just been a great job, masterclass every single week. She's been up on the block once. Once! And she's the biggest threat to everyone's game. Once she's been all up on that block. I'm fuming. How have we let this happen? How have we let this slide? How have we let this woman do this to us? How? I do love her though. She is amazing and she's an incredible strategist. Like, seeing her on an all-star series is going to be deadly because everyone's going to see her coming, but also she's going to have new tricks up her sleeve. She's going to be absolutely rinsing people from now on. So in the jury house, they were gutted to see Chemo. They were actually devastated to see Chemo because they were like, oh, okay, this is following the really basic route. I was surprised to learn that people weren't entirely, like, sure whether that trio was a trio until they saw Chemo come through the door. I was a little bit like, is it not obvious? Is it not like really, really obvious that Cam, Chelsea, and Mackenzie have been working together for a long time? Maybe it's because I've just been watching it and I've been seeing it, but like it's been obvious for a while. I feel like like you could have judged that before now. Do you know what I mean? Like, come on, be serious, be serious. So anyway, there were a couple of funny moments. Quinn and Leah are apparently really taking it slow, which is giving me vibes of like, we're not sure how we feel about each other, so we're just kind of like seeing where things go, but I don't think things are going to go anywhere, which, like, fair enough. It's a shame, but it is what it is at the end of the day. We also had an awkward moment where Angela was like, if there was an award for floater, Cam would win it. I think Cam has been a floater, but can you say that that's a bad gameplay choice? I don't know. I think it's a better gameplay choice than Mackenzie, personally. She's just been winning competitions, which, like, fair enough. But Cam's made it to top 3, and he has only won one competition, which was a veto to take himself off the block. Like, at the end of the day, I don't think he's played that bad a game. I've seen people play worse games in previous seasons, and they've gotten a lot further. So, I don't know. It is where it is at the end of the day. And we also have what seems to be Mackenzie versus Chelsea for jury. The jury really doesn't know whether they're going to go for Mackenzie or Chelsea when it comes to that final 2. It looks like Tico and Quinn will vote for Chelsea. It looks like Angela and Leah will vote for Mackenzie. And then it also looks like Chemo and potentially Rubina could go either way based on who gives a better speech. So I really don't know what's going to happen. I obviously think Chelsea will clinch it. I think her final speech is going to be immaculate. She's apparently been preparing it by, like, chanting it in the garden, which I think is incredible. Like, that's amazing. To just stand in the garden and start going over your final 2 speech, like, weeks in advance. Well, I say weeks in advance, days and days in advance. Like, Rubina's not even out the door yet, and she's already like, I've made it to top 2, I've made it out of the top 2, I've made it to the top 2, I've made it to the top 2. It's brilliant. So we did have Jag come back onto the show. I didn't realise. I watched Big Brother 25 months after it finished, like literally months. And so I didn't realise that in the last couple of weeks of the show, him, Matt, and Bowie Jane really froze out Felicia and Sari and made them feel isolated, especially Felicia in her last week in the house. I just think it's petty. I think it's rude. I don't think it's very nice. It's not very adult. And, like, come on. Like, Rubina hasn't felt left out, even though she knows she's going home, because they've been involving her. I just feel like that's not great. And I've seen some, like, sad feeds from last year. Like, it just makes me upset to listen to. Do you know what I mean? It's just really upsetting. But anyway, it is what it is. Not really much you can do about it. But Jag was back. He's obviously the winner of last series, whether you'd want him to or not, I don't know. But he said that his worst move of this series, was when Mackenzie sent Leah home. I completely agree. And what was the best move? Well, it was the exact same thing, but from Chelsea's point of view. And I completely agree. I actually kind of respected him for saying that, because that was the moment when I went, oh, Mackenzie's lost this game. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, Chelsea's won. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, do I have to watch the rest of this? No. Okay, cool. Right, fine, chill, lovely. Thanks for watching, guys. Bro. So yeah, it was frustrating to hear him echo my thoughts, because I was like, surely, like, maybe I'm not thinking about this correctly. Maybe there was a hidden strategy, but no, everyone seems to think this is the worst move. So I completely agree. So obviously it comes down to, who does Mackenzie want to give the veto to? Does she want to give it to Rubina? Does she want to give it to... Oh no, she's using it on herself. Does she want to send Rubina to the jury house, or does she want to send Cam to the jury house? And honestly, it's a tough one, because Rubina's making some good points about the fact that she feels like Cam and Chelsea are a final 2, and if she doesn't win, then she's going home. And Mackenzie was like, that is a very, very good point. That's a very, very good point. But then Chelsea is like, I think you should get rid of Rubina, because Rubina is a jury threat. If you put her in the top 2, she's automatically got 2 votes in the jury from Chemo and T-Core. But if you send her to jury, then you stop them from voting for one of their own. And I was like, oh my god, Chelsea makes some good points. They're both making incredible points. And then Cam sits down with her and goes, yeah, Mackenzie, come here. while they're playing solitaire. I will send Chelsea home if we make it to top 2. And I was like, oh, he's lying, obviously, because he says it in his confessional. But I was like, oh, tempting her into keeping you. Yeah, that's a good plan, Cam. That's a good plan. This is what I mean by, like, he's not the best strategist. He's not the best at comps. But, like, he's got some game in him. He knows how to play people sometimes when he wants to. Like, some people have been accusing him of walking into the wrong show. I don't think it is that. I think he is just biding his time until he can be like, I floated all the way to the end. I was nominated twice. Cool. That's it. That's literally his whole game. So we had the eviction and we had to see Mackenzie take herself off the block, Rubina go on the block, and then they gave their little like speeches, and Julie actually clocked Cam for not saying shout out to my dogs at the crib, which I found hysterical, because then Rubina opened hers with shout out to all my dogs at the crib. And I was wetting myself. If I was Mackenzie, I would have saved Rubina based on that alone. I'd have been like, this is the humour I need in the house. Please. Please, for the last 3 days, I need this in the house. I need the entertainment factor. Please. But unfortunately, Rubina was sent home. Which, like, I do find frustrating, because I think, why would you keep a known duo in the house rather than 3 individual people, or someone that you have somewhat of a duo with in Chelsea? Why would you not want to be a part of the duo? Why would you want a duo and then you? That just seems stupid to me, but it is what it is. She's made her decision now. She can't take it back. She sent Rubina to jury house. So that is it. That is the time done. Thank you guys for watching Big Brother. We've got 1 episode left on this, and then I'm going to do the rankings based on how much I liked people. But until then, keep on ranting. Ranting. Yes, cool. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye now. See ya.